Welcome back to Lairs and Legends. We've had a bit of a break due to real life things, holidays, blah blah blah. It's been a fat minute. Last we left off, the party had just dealt with a whole bunch of bandits that were trying to rob a merchant. Um, you have managed to successfully take out the bandits. The merchant was unharmed, and somehow its horses are alive. Uh, they offered to sell you a couple of items and even gave you a discount. One of the items being what was essentially a little treasure chest with the features of a bag of holding, which Chomsky absolutely adored. You are still on your way to the Dwarven Kingdom. And you're heading specifically to the Dwarven city of Baldur in the Sourstone Mountains. You have been on the road for... You're a little over halfway there, so I believe it has been... See if I can find it in my notes. Okay, dealing with the bandits was on day 7, it looks like, for this trip. Out of roughly 14 to get there.
Mm-hmm.
So you, well, no, hang on. Not 14 days to get there. It looks like it takes about 16 to 18 because you've got to go through the actual mountain.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Sorry, miscounted that. Do you all wish to try to buy anything else from the merchant before you move on for the day?
What does he have available to him?
He is a traveling merchant who sells things out of his cart, specifically. And, excuse me. So he sells a little bit of everything when it comes to everyday items. So he has a couple of standard potions. He has some weapons and armor. He has food supplies. He has basic clothing, that kind of thing. He's basically a little bit of everything.
Okay.
It was the treasure chest with your reward in it, your reward money in it, was like the biggest or the most expensive item he had on hand, and the only magic item he had.
Okay.
Not counting the handful of healing potions.
My character is going to try and, like, how many healing potions does he have?
He has 3 regular healing potions.
Okay. I would offer up a trade for you.
Oh, and what is that? That is not the voice I used for him last time. I cannot remember his voice from last time, so we're just going to wing it.
Rather than using up gold pieces between the both of us, I have a couple of scrolls of Find Familiar. I could give you one in exchange for a couple of potions.
And how will this scroll help me?
Well, first off, if you do not need it, you can just sell it for probably about, let me see here. Gotta find it. You could sell
familiar, I believe. Yeah.
Yeah, you could sell it for around 50 to 75 gold pieces to the right buyer. Second off, if you used it, it's free labor. You basically use it to summon a small little creature who will help you carry things, help scout for you, look out for your things. I also have a couple of scrolls of mending, which, while they are much cheaper, would be much more valuable if in case you need to get a quick fix for your cart.
Give me a persuasion check.
Double check to make sure.
You got your modifier right? So
yeah, I got my modifier.
total?
Yeah, 15 total.
I don't know. I feel like potions are a little more useful along with the gold.
They help you stay alive, sure, but the familiar will help you with your business, and it will provide you an extra set of hands to help you sell, keep stock, and inventory, which you don't have to pay for. And they'll likely not be you won't need to actually feed them. You can just puff them off into a extra plane of space to until you need them again.
You're rather convincing. I'll let you roll again with so this is technically advantage.
Okay.
You make a fair point. I think that'd be a good trade. I'll take the Find Familiar scroll and 1 Mending scroll for 3 healing potions.
Pleasure doing business with you. And she trades off those.
And he hands you the 3 healing potions. Is that all shopping done?
I think she's fine with
I
that.
don't have anything to buy.
Oh yeah, Thunderman, give me a perception check.
Why?
Because I said to. Give me a perception check.
How dare you target me in particular, young man?
Oh no, it just seems you've forgotten something I haven't. Nothing out of the ordinary. Continue.
Pardon?
Everything is perfectly fine and normal.
Are you talking about the thing in the mirror?
Does it matter? Everything is perfectly fine and normal. Please proceed. What do you all do? Do you continue on your way?
Yes, at least.
Alright. The merchant stays behind as he needs to tend to his horses and make sure they're ready to go before they continue the trip. Let's see.
Sorry, Chomsky, what's your opinion on all this? What do you guys need?
When, if
Just very
Chomsky makes it, if
guys would never
Chomsky
ask.
makes it tonight, I will give him an opportunity to have bought a couple of items off of the merchant.
Mhm.
Kaiser would never ask.
I know Kaiser wouldn't. The next couple of days. Why can I not do things?
No, I
Hang on.
think Kaiser would ask if they were both in a coma.
Yeah, he'd care because they couldn't respond.
Alright, so you guys make it the next 3 days. So you go from 7.
Would he have
8.
had any shot puts?
He does. Actually, I have a
I
whole
might-
list of the wares he has. I got the idea from my buddy who did the voice for the Mad Mage for me, or the Mad Wizard. So I have a whole list of his goods. He does have shot puts. He has 10 of them.
Yeah, I need those.
Okay, they are 2 gold pieces a pop.
Done.
Done for what?
How many did you buy?
10.
Okay.
Barman
you
just
spent
bought 10 cannonballs.
It's small grade cannonballs, but yes, you just bought 10 cannonballs that you throw like a cannon.
Yes.
All right. So as I was saying, the next couple of days, everything goes perfectly fine. You go from day 7 of travel, 8, 9. It is now day 10. Hope, I assume you are still keeping track of how much time you have on your contract?
Yes.
Okay, I'm specifying days to try and help you keep track.
We should be on the 63rd day.
Yes, you are. We're on the same page. Jesus, it's been a little over 2 months. What you rolling for, buddy? Are you checking your surroundings?
Alright, bump the mouse. Sorry.
Okay, we'll leave that alone then.
No, I had to turn and talk to somebody and I bumped the mouse.
Sure,
Alright.
sure.
So
I
as
mean, I'll
you
take the 22.
see here, moving maps is starting to get to be a pain in the butt on this thing. Let's see here. All right, go ahead and fix up your tokens. You're at full health. Blah blah blah. You
By
are
the
now
way-
getting into the mountains. Yes.
I will say, at the beginning of each day, something I'm going to, because I just realized what this is. I'm going to use my free use of false life for Hope's tiefling ability.
You just remembered you had that.
I didn't realize that it was as good as it was.
Yes, it is a free. I guess you didn't realize it until you saw all the temp HP we kept giving each other in Saturday's game.
Yeah. And I just today actually reread it, and I'm just like, well, what do you know? It's gonna last until my the end of my yeah. So
Then I suggest that when you get to your next level where you can take a feat, take in the healer feat to maximize it.
that
Healer
might
feat doesn't
actually,
maximize it.
Yeah, because it
what's
is
the one that maximizes all healing?
It's temporary. Hit
Yeah.
points, not
Oh, that's
active.
right.
yeah, it's temp
Never
HP.
mind.
But yeah,
The gift of the Green Lord was the warlock thing that maxes everything.
Yeah. All right. You all start to enter the mountains. Everything still looks kind of like plains that are slowly shifting to the forests on the lower parts of the mountain. Now, as you get further up in the mountains, it's going to transition from forest to more like craggy mountaintops with a lot less trees. So, I don't know if I'm explaining this very well. Words fail me tonight.
Mhm.
Jesus Christ. So it's going to go from the plains to the foot of the mountain where you start to enter trees, forests, the whole nine. And about halfway up the mountain, it looks like all the trees up there have just been completely taken down and you're just left with massive rocks and craggy areas. Instead, you are making your way up the mountain. You are currently near the foot. Where this map starts, you are probably about half a day's travel up the mountain, and you are on a narrow path. Like, typical carts could not take this path. As due to recent storms, it has caused portions of the road to just collapse and mudslide. Hence, you have the dirt patches on either side, like here, where it looks like things have started to collapse. So this is a very tight road, so you guys need to be careful as you walk across. You can see where a couple of trees have been cut down that tried to grow in the middle of the path. Like this tree and this tree up here are meant to be a representation of them growing out of like the side of the road, of the narrow road.
Gotcha.
So, let's see here. What is everyone's passive?
15.
14.
15.
All right, who wants to make a perception check?
Sure.
Sure.
All of the above.
Cool.
Kaiser, behind Tharmand, you hear something shifting near the trees.
Tharman, watch out behind you.
Swing the sword.
Hope ducks.
You know what? Roll for it. I actually want to see how this is gonna go.
This is the Kirk hammer
Okay.
sword. And it would have been a horizontal slashing arc. If that makes
Okay,
any
and
difference.
your sword hisses through the air. You narrowly miss Hope, and hit nothing.
I will follow up with my
Care to explain what you
second-
saw first?
I just heard something.
I will follow up by hitting here with a vertical strike with the maul. So bonus action changing it into the maul.
Right here in this square.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right beside the road.
Let's see here. You swing the hammer down, it slams into what is left of the path near your feet and causes some of it to crumble away.
Hope is going to, just in case, bonus action, Misty Step. Over
Where
here.
are you going?
And she's going to
'Cause it-
stand and wait.
Hang on, how did that one end up off its square?
Oh
we go.
no!
Yeah, I don't know how that ended up off the square. It's about that time that you see some kind of creature start to climb up over the ledge near the back of your group. The hair is wispy and thin as if it's all
Would have
fallen
actually been
out.
hair.
It has no nose left. The skin is dried and taut. It has no lips but jagged teeth as it slowly pulls its way up. Roll initiative. And I'll say you do not have disadvantage as you were aware of its presence.
Oh, nice.
Jesus, these very high initiatives. Ready for this low one?
1.
No, it's not that low. it's not
Oh
that low.
no! I'm in danger.
Oh dear.
Um,
Yes.
I don't know if you guys can see the health bars or not.
We can see the health,
can.
or at least I can see the health bars.
We
Yep.
can't.
Right, you don't see the numbers?
Not the numbers.
Excellent. Let's see here.
We can't see each other.
Is that the Loch Ness monster?
At turns. What is your initiative, buddy? Alright, has everyone entered their initiative?
Kaiser?
Sorry, I was waiting for my number to pop up. Now I have.
Okie doke. Let's see. Alright, Tharmand, you're starting off as this thing climbs up the side along with a few others near Hope.
Wonderful. It's the gorge. Isaac, can you handle this? Wrong voice. Isaac?
I was waiting for you to do the correct voice. That's why I didn't say anything.
Oh. Isaac, can you handle this one behind us? I'm going to go help the wizard.
I gotta go.
Skaboop. And bonus action rage.
Alrighty?
And this one's gonna be with the big sword.
The big sword.
The big one.
You hit.
Yeah.
22 bludgeoning.
Mm-hmm.
Alrighty.
And that's all I got.
Alright, Hope, it is your turn then.
Okay. I don't like my chances. Yeah, Hope is going to cast a another second level spell and cast Mirror Image. She
Alright.
is then going to try for a chill touch on this thing right next to her.
I assume you're using a sorcerer point to do that, so roll to hit.
Oh wait, no, you're right. It is it is an action to cast. That's my bad.
Yep, mirror image is
I'm
an action,
just a wizard,
unfortunately.
unfortunately.
Yep.
So
And trust
instead,
me, I feel that because mirror image is amazing and would be just a little bit better if it was a bonus action instead.
she is going to throw her grimoire over here and use her manifest mind ability to basically have the image of her father holding
Can
it.
that thing float?
Yes, kind of, yes.
Can it float about 30 feet off the floor?
Let me double check.
Because you just threw it off the side of a cliff, almost.
Let's see here. See here. So, yeah, you can cause the spectral mind to hover up to 30 feet in to an unoccupied space, so it can hover in the air. And she basically is having it manifest in the air, aside from the around the yeah.
Okay, yeah, I'll allow that. Yeah, that sounds fair. All right.
Mhm.
Do you do anything else, or is that your turn?
That is her turn.
Kaiser, you're up.
Taking 2 steps and swinging.
All right, roll to hit. Yeah, the road is narrow and odd, so do be careful where you place your tokens. You hit.
Did it hit?
Yeah, you hit.
Okay. Do you want me to roll damage individually or together?
What do you mean?
I can roll the second attack and just lump in all the damage together.
Yeah, go ahead and roll it all together, but let me know what damage types you're doing.
That's fine.
You hit.
That's 2 more damage. That's 22. And it's a magical sword, so slashing.
So 22, you said?
24.
24 damage? Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
It's 24 because I have Great Weapon Master fighting style and the new one, so it's 3.
Now it is this thing's turn, and let's see here. What am I gonna have you do? As you start, let's see here. Oh, I didn't realize that's how that worked. Huh. Okay, well, first, Kaiser, I need you to make a con save.
For what?
I need you to make a con save. As this thing's eyes seem to be an inky black pool. You fail. If the how much did you fail by? Not bad. That's are you immune to the frightened condition? Where's my...
No, not that I know of.
Okay, I didn't think so.
Mild concern.
One. 10, so 11. You take 14 psychic damage. And oh, I forgot. This creature takes. Yep. And now it is going to attempt to make a slam attack. Which is okay. That's modifier. I assume a 15 misses, right, Kaiser?
Yep.
Okay, then this thing misses. You do know, with a passive 15, I'll give you that you know you took the psychic damage because you made eye contact with this thing. I will give you that. Hope, the one next to you is going next. I also need you to make the con save.
Okay.
I don't think you'll have any problems unless you get really unlucky. You are also going to take this damage.
Okay.
Well,
7, 12, 15 psychic damage,
Cool.
and then it will make a slam attack on you as well. 14 to hit.
14 misses.
That is what I thought. They're not rolling great on their actual hitting. That is this thing's turn. Next is... Oh, shoot. Hang on. I gotta go back. Kaiser, I'm sorry. I forgot about this. That thing has advantage for its attack.
Because of the frightened condition.
No, it doesn't give you the fright condition with that because you're not surprised.
Oh, okay.
so it has advantage because of why?
It has a trait called Berserk. If you hit it, I roll a d6. On a 5 or 6, it goes Berserk and gets advantage on attacks. On attack
Works.
Cool, cool, cool.
That works.
Let's see here. 17 to hit.
Hits.
That hits. I suddenly feel bad for you. Where is...
I don't.
12, 13, 14. That is 15 bludgeoning damage plus... six necrotic, and I believe you're resistant, so that is half to 3.
So 15 bludgeoning and 3 necrotic, so 18 damage.
Yep.
After getting hit, Kaiser will reaction disappearing step.
All right.
And
that,
just I'm invisible now.
do you teleport along with that, or you just have the invisible condition?
No, I teleport anywhere I want.
Within 30 feet?
Within 30 feet, it's a misty step teleport.
All right,
I'm
go
just
ahead and give
invisible.
yourself the ninja mask, so I know that you're invisible for future reference. We're going back to the one next to Tharman. Are you all right, Dixie?
All right.
Okay, sorry about that. Dog being weird.
Mhm.
I completely lost. Oh, Hope, what was your passive? 15, right?
Yeah, 15.
Perception?
Yeah.
Then you would also notice that the psychic damage stemmed from making eye contact.
Okay.
Alright, oh, and I forgot to do something for the one that just attacked Hope.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, and that is done. Alright, it is this thing's turn. Tharmand, give me a con save. Is this one's gonna do the same thing?
But okay.
Alright, nothing happens to you, Tharmand, as this thing looks you in the eye and then is going to swing at you for a slam attack, and it has advantage. No nat 20, but an 18 plus 6 hits, so I am going to roll damage.
Yep.
Uh, 14 bludgeoning, which I believe you resist, so it's half to 7 because you are raging.
Yep.
And
You are raw, Jink?
15 necrotic damage, which you do not resist.
15.
Yep, 15 necrotic. Maybe this was too many for you three.
Oh, we'll see what happens.
And because
I
it was
had
the
to
start
go
of
on the defensive, remember?
This is true. It is
and
this
I
one's
have-
turn.
I have backup
Yep.
characters that are all but ready.
All right. And this one's going to use 10 foot of movement to finish climbing up. Move 5 more feet for a total of 15 to here. And it is going to try and look you in the eye, Hope.
Hope is going to try not to look it in the eye.
This will consume your reaction.
No, she'll let it look at her in the eye then.
What
I
time
need
of-
another con save.
I'd
type
rather
of
take
dog
the
is it?
damage.
I mean, this is. I'll give you a chance to go ahead and say you'll try to avert your gaze.
No, I'd rather
Because
take the
this is-
damage.
This is the last one moving and attacking.
I know, but I'd rather take the damage. Just in case.
Okay. All right. You fail. Oh no. You failed by more than 5.
Oh boy.
Hope, you are reduced to 0 hit points.
Oh boy. Hope is dying.
What?
That is the caveat. If you fail by 5 or more, and you are not immune to the frightened condition, you drop to 0 hit points.
Cool.
I honestly didn't. Lord, I am sorry, John.
Hey, I didn't
uh,
know that would happen. I figured that I would just be taking damage.
Uh,
And you did
Typic-
give me a second chance.
and that was before I looked at what you'd rolled.
You
or I'd have been
gave
more
me
insistent.
a DM warning. So,
Okay, let's see here.
I
10,
insisted
15, 20,
I will
25,
I will-
get here.
I will take my punishment, sir.
And this one's going to try and attack you, Tharmand, as you watch this thing make direct eye contact with Hope, and she just clocks out. Like, she starts... I'll give you a better description. As this thing locks eyes with Hope, Hope freezes, seizes up a little bit, blood starts running from her eyes, mouth, and nostrils, and she drops. An 11 misses, I assume.
Yes.
Alright, we're back at the top of the round, so it is your turn.
We're changing targets now.
Okay.
We're gonna attack this one now.
Okay. You hit. You deal a hefty blow.
And for my
That's
bonus
bludgeoning,
action,
right?
that's the big one.
And your bonus action?
As a bonus action, I'm going to condense a bubble of gravity around myself. The next
Which makes the
creature that
area
would-
difficult to terrain, correct?
No. The next time a creature would hit me with a melee attack, the bubble bursts in a roaring explosion, and each creature within 10 feet of me must succeed at saving strength save.
Okay.
I shouldn't give you this warning, but I'm going to, because I don't think you've realized this. Hope
It's
is
gonna hit Hope.
unconscious within 10 feet of you.
Yes, it's going to push her across the ground.
The problem is does this deal damage?
No.
Okay, then that's not a problem. Alright, is that your turn?
Yes.
Hope, make a death save. GM roll it if you're going to roll on the thing. Okay. Alright, you remember my rule for when you go down.
Kaiser, move your ass!
Hang on, it is not Kaiser's turn yet. Hope,
Yeah.
give them a terrible memory.
Her father, the day she realized her dad was never coming home.
You all in your mind see the image of a young tiefling girl sitting at home watching out the window waiting for her father's return. Days pass as this overwhelming sadness slowly fills your hearts. You both have disadvantage on your next attack.
How long does this fucking last?
One turn. At the beginning of your next turn, it'll be gone whether you made an attack roll or not.
Kaiser really can't do much of anything at all. He's just gonna action cast Shadow of Moyle.
Hang on just a second. As you attempt to cast this spell, your hand does not cooperate, and you fail to do the somatic component.
This is a still continuous thing throughout?
I never said it went away, now did I?
That's kind of the question. I would have been doing this the entire time, and I would have known this before that even happened.
I will say that your spell slot's not consumed, and you have enough time to do a new action because you go to cast the spell, and it kind of starts with the somatic component, and your hand won't cooperate, so
It's
you know
it's more or less
immediately.
like on the fucking fact like I would have been in
Yeah,
the
if
town to no, I would have known that day of in the town to buy something to remove this.
So this happened in your last fight with the merchant. You haven't gone to a town or anything yet.
You said we were in the town. What did you want to buy before leaving?
Oh, we were
No. It
with
was
the
a-
merchant.
You were with a traveling merchant whom you saved when this happened.
Yeah. It was taking off. It was starting off from when we were still visiting with the merchant that we left off with last session.
Yes, you were with a traveling merchant, not in a town or city.
Oh, that's where I'm messed up. Then I would like to ask him if he knows what the fuck is up. Then
You know what? I'll have this random NPC make an Arcana check. Oh, wow. So as you actively try to cast your cantrip and your hand isn't cooperating and you ask what's up, this guy looks at your hand, watches you for about a minute straight before he shakes his head. Some kind of curse, I'd reckon. I'm not quite sure what was up with that guy on the side up there, but whatever he did, it ain't good.
Does he have a remove curse?
No, that is actually one thing he doesn't have. Again, he's light on magic items and magic things in general. The only magic items he had was the box that Chomsky now owns and the potions that he traded to Hope for the scrolls. Hope, do you have remove curse by chance?
That is not a wizard spell, I don't think.
Yes, it is.
It is? I do not have remove
yes.
curse. And plus, that doesn't really matter as much right now if Hope doesn't survive.
Pretty sure remove curse is a wizard spell.
It is a
Yes,
wizard
cleric,
spell,
paladin, warlock,
but
and wizard.
She does not have the remove curse spell.
Okay, you had 4 days of travel. I don't think you could have gotten it in that time frame though if you didn't already know.
No, I couldn't have.
Oh well. So yeah, anything involving a somatic component, you cannot cast right now, Kaiser.
Well then, anyway, I'm just gonna go up and beat the shit out.
Alright, you have disadvantage on one attack. But you're invisible, so it's negated. You hit!
I'm smiting with it.
Yeah, that sounds about right. You're gonna need to. Honestly. Roll all the damage dice.
So 14, and I have 4 level spell slots, so that's 5d8.
Yep, roll the 5d8.
$24 damage.
This thing is barely together. Like one arm is hanging by like a couple of tendons, and it's kind of twitching a little bit. It is not holding on very well.
It's also prone now, and I get advantage.
Yep, and you have a second attack.
One moment, sorry.
I don't know where there it is. Boop. Yep. So now you have advantage. You're no longer invisible. You hit with that.
Well,
Let's see if you crit. Okay, roll damage.
Nope.
Oh yeah, you have super advantage. I forgot. Okay, now roll damage.
11 damage.
It is still alive.
And prone. Bonus action, drink a health potion.
You bonus action smited, didn't you?
That's not a
No.
bonus action.
Yeah.
Is it only paladin that's a bonus action for?
Yep.
Yep.
That makes it even dumber, in my opinion.
Yeah, I know, right?
If any of you play a paladin while I'm DMing, you do not have to do the bonus action bullshit. I think it's stupid.
For specifically Divine Smite.
Yes, specifically Divine Smite. The other smites, yeah, bonus action. Divine Smite, you could do that for free.
Well, you still have to spend
Alright.
the spell slot,
It's-
but yeah.
Well, yeah, you still have to. I meant it doesn't consume your bonus action. All right, is that your turn, Kaiser?
I got nothing else.
Okay, at the start of this thing's turn, while it is prone, it burns. The skin chars, and it dies.
Mm.
The one catty corner to Hope. It is that one's turn. Oh, that is not what I meant to do. There we go. And it's going to here and here. Tharmand, this thing is going to try to look you in the eye.
It dares to stare down a dwarf
You want to use now. I will say at this point you're aware of what the eyes can do, and you can just not look them in the eyes at this point.
As a reaction, yes.
Hope's would have been a reaction because she wasn't sure it would work, but you all knowing what it does at this point and it's been around, I'll say you could just avoid. You could already have been avoiding your gaze from your last turn.
Okay. We'll aim for center mass then.
Okay. Which means it is no longer going to do that.
Also, I can't help but notice they are lined up for cleave.
I didn't notice that, but good on you. Regardless, this thing is going to do something else. I need you to... Can it do this? Let me see what I gave it. Yep. Give me another con save. This is a different feature that it has. You save. I will say you note that from one of its hands, a black inky smoke kind of tries to coil around you, and you shake it off. That is its action. This one directly in front of you. Hey, Hope, your star vanishes when you go down, doesn't it?
No, it doesn't. Only vanishes if my character dies.
Okay, can it still act is the question.
No.
Okay. That's a shame.
Yeah,
Anyway,
it is a shame, but whatever.
This one instead is going to try and attack you. Just straight out. No, that is a 8 to hit. And that is a 14 to hit. Or a 15 to hit, I'm sorry. So both attacks miss as it tries to slam onto you. Oh, I forgot to do the thing at the start of its turn. Okay. And the last one that's between you and Hope is also going to just swing at you. Nope, that's a miss. 21 to hit. I assume 21 hit. You, Tharmand.
Yes.
Yeah, no, they're not focused on Hope right now.
Well, actually, that's the first one that's actually managed to hit me, yes?
No. You were hit earlier. That's why your health is so low. You got hit with the
No, I mean,
psychic damage
since I condensed the bubble, the first one to hit me with a physical attack.
Oh, yes, it is. But you still take the damage, so give me a second, then I'll move them all away from you.
No, I don't, actually.
Why not?
I need them to make a strength save. Each creature within 10 feet of you must succeed a strength save throw, or be pushed up to 10 feet away from you. If this pushes the attacker beyond its reach of you, the attack misses.
16 for the one that hit you.
Where did I write that down?
14.
DC is 16.
That one saves. The other two, however, are pushed 10 foot back, correct?
Correct. Off the cliff.
Off the cliff, and that is a 30-foot drop, so let me roll some damage dice.
Off the cliff with you. Hope, I'm sorry.
Oh yeah, I am pushed 10 feet.
Lucky for you, that's just further down the trail.
Yeah. That would have been hilarious if Hope gets pushed off the.
Did you think I wasn't planning for this?
It would have been funny if Hope ended up getting pushed off the cliff. It's no, that's another failed death save.
Yeah. So this thing still hits you.
Yeah. Okay.
That is a 11 bludgeoning damage, halved to 5. Eight necrotic damage, and then it's going to make a second attack.
8 necrotic?
Yeah, and then a dirty 20 to hit.
but it's not a crit.
It is not.
All three of my
15
characters are wearing adamantine.
15 bludgeoning have to or 15 bludgeoning minus whatever your thing is, your resistance.
Half, because rage.
I thought rage was -3.
Rage is half.
Okay,
Gain
well then
resistance
half
to
that.
bludgeoning, slashing, and piercing.
Yeah, half that to 7 damage then. Crooked. 8 more necrotic.
Okay. Can the others see my health bar?
Nope.
Oh, hang on. I can fix that. Or I should be able to fix that. Now can you see it?
Yep.
Alright,
That
let
ain't
me-
looking
let me
too
do
good.
that for- And you don't see the numbers, correct? You just see how full
Yeah.
the bar is?
Yeah.
Angry Man is starting to look a little hurt.
It's the extra necrotic damage, man. Alright, and with that, it is your turn, Tharman.
Yeah, we're going to knock this guy off the ledge as well.
Okay, make a melee attack, and I will make it make a strength save.
Well, I mean, I am a hang on, one of the things.
Oh wait, you have a feature for that, don't you? What's the save for that?
A weapon mastery.
I think
No, it's not the. I don't think it's the weapon mastery. It should be one of his features is a gravity dwarf.
No, I'm not thinking of that. I was thinking of a fighter thing.
Oh.
Do. Well, I could do the bulldozing punch.
Will that change what your modifiers were for that hit?
What did I roll? It +8? No.
All right. Yeah, then go for it. What's the saving throw for that?
Actually, you push the target 10 feet away from you. If pushed into an obstacle or another creature, the target takes bludgeoning damage equal to your strength modifier, minimum of 1. Creatures with a strength score equal to or greater than yours can make a strength saving throw to resist this effect, avoiding
Yours
it on
is
a
20, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it has a little less strength than you, so it is automatically pushed, correct?
Correct.
I will, however, say you push it in a straight line.
Yeah. Well, even if it was a hook.
I'll give you that. Oh, I dropped one of my
Okay.
D6s.
All right. So I'm gonna roll damage for that, real quick. Which is a D8. And I'm raging.
Is that it?
So that's 11 damage to him for now, and then I'm going to use my movement to come over here and be next to Hope. I don't think I can stabilize you with my remaining action economy.
No.
Not unless you already have a potion on hand, which I don't think you do.
I do! I have one superior healing potion, which I will now pour down for Hope's throat.
Okay.
Hope, you are fed a superior healing potion. Tharman, roll the dice to see how much you heal her.
4d4
much is
plus
that
4.
Thank you.
I don't think I rolled my healing potion either.
You didn't drink a healing potion.
Yeah, I did. Bonus action.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, roll your healing then. I forgot you said you bonus action drink one. Hope, you have 15
back
HP.
up.
You are now conscious.
Open at him, Hope.
I'm trying to get.
Heroes never die.
As you come to Hope, you can hear the zombies kind of shuffling around.
Mhm.
They were knocked off the ledges.
I'm
Now-
having trouble with my token for some reason. My red token has gone away.
What do you mean it's gone away? What?
Oh, 1 second. I'm reloading just to see if I can't fix that.
I went ahead and
Thank you.
added the 15.
I
Just
was
make sure you
having-
can edit it after you reload.
Yeah, I was having trouble editing the bubble.
I figured as much.
Yeah,
Okay,
for some reason
so-
I could not. I can't edit the bubble.
Weird. Hang on. How about now?
Yeah, now I can edit the bubble.
Can everyone see her health bar but not the number?
Yeah, it's fine.
Okay. All right. Then I need to make an edit to you two, or you also won't be able to edit your health pools.
Mine works.
I just fixed yours. That's why. Yeah, you no
Hmm.
longer. Wait, was mirror image concentration?
No, it wasn't.
No.
Yeah.
It lasts a minute and it's not concentration. I
Yeah.
forgot about that. All right. Tharman, that is your turn. Hope, it is your turn. Your book
Okay.
is still in place, and the zombies
She
are currently prone 30 feet down.
she gets up, looks down at the two up north, and is just like, I already am tired of these things. And she's going to cast Vitriolic Sphere to hit both of them.
All right. And what does that do?
They need to make, let me see here, a dexterity saving throw.
Okay.
I think they have disadvantage because of prone. No, wait. Nope, that's not it. Okay, cool. They can roll regularly.
Okay, well, the first one then rolled a 3, and the second one rolled a 10. I assume
Yeah,
both
both
fail.
fail. They are each going to take 5d4 acid damage. 10d4 acid damage.
Roll your damage.
They take 30 acid damage. And at the end of their next turn, they take they take another 5d4 acid damage if they're not dead.
All right, is that your full turn?
That is my full turn. Oh, actually,
Okay.
she's going to pull one of the health potions out of her pocket and drink it as a
All right,
bonus action.
roll your healing. Kaiser, it is your turn.
Kaiser will look at the two and that are grouped up together, prone, and cast Fairy Fire.
That is a what kind of save?
Dexterity.
Dexterity.
Pretty sure, yep.
11
Fail.
and a 1.
And a fail.
Now the question is, who wants to hop down into 30-foot crevasse and go fight them?
Oh,
Well, you could not.
she's willing to
I
watch
will.
them die slowly.
Okay,
And Kaiser will
so
move 5, 10, 15, 20.
it is the third round, so that one loses. Okay. It's going to use 15 feet to get up. 5, 10. It is at the bottom of the cliff.
Cool.
It takes 5d4 damage at the end of its turn.
Yep. It takes an extra
Does anyone-
13 acid damage.
That is just enough to finish it off.
Has anyone else seen the movie The Gorge? I think it was on Apple TV.
Absolutely, I loved it.
The
This
Hollow
is
Man
exactly-
is
this
what
is
reminds me of.
These are the Hollow Men.
And this one, at the start of its turn, is also going to die due to being in the
Mhm.
sunlight.
I'm gonna let the dog go out. I'll be back.
All right. I will say y'all pulled this out of your rear end thanks to Tharman pushing them off the cliffs.
It worked! Haha!
This one will also lose. I also made it so they take more damage the longer they're in sunlight. I think that helps. Because I didn't want them to be truly overpowered. So that one's going to get up for 15, 20, 25, and 30. So it is about 20 foot below you guys as it starts to climb its way up. Tharman, it is your turn.
I am going to. Well, I was going to
I'm
control my
going
token.
to show you a
And-
good time.
Stand right here and hold out the Kirk hammer, maintaining the rage with the bonus action, and hold my action to clobber the head as soon as it gets within range.
And I'm wrong. It is not 20 feet below you. It's 25. Is that your turn?
Mm-hmm.
When Hope gets back, it is her turn.
Yep, I am back.
Okay, cool.
Bonus action 5, 10, 15, 20. Move the manifest mind to get a clear view of this guy and firebolt.
Roll to hit.
Let's see here. Just let me double check my attack rolls. Yeah.
Y'all can't hear my checks mixed, can you?
No.
Not really, no.
26
Okay,
hits, right?
That hit.
14 fire damage.
It's barely hanging in there.
And that's going to be her turn.
Kaiser, you're up.
You are presented with the image of Tharman with hammer raised, ready to let it fall.
It looks like he's about to play an odd game of whack-a-mole.
Kaiser will be like, pardon me, Tharman, and scooch right into his face and then jump down and swing his sword.
You bastard.
I need you to do two things for me.
Hmm.
First, give me an athletics or acrobatics check
For why?
to try and hit this thing as you're falling.
I'm jumping where it's at, so, but okay.
Yes, but it is literally clinging to the side of the wall, so it's not going to be as easy as you would think.
Sure.
It is also near the very bottom, so you're gonna fall. You're gonna fall at least 25 feet before you hit it.
That's still fine.
I will say, since you know where it is at, I'll give you advantage though.
That ain't gonna do shit for me.
Yeah, we'll see.
Told you.
You don't get super advantage for that.
This is athletics check, not 2 hit. You said it's athletics.
Yeah, this is athletics. All right, roll to hit.
Damn, wow. Unfortunate.
Wow.
That was, yeah. You still had a chance to hit it. It was just gonna be a little bit harder.
And I got a
And you
second
take-
attack.
You take 12 bludgeoning damage as you hit the ground right below it. You can reach it with your sword.
No. We're gonna fucking do this. Misty Step as a reaction.
30 feet up and...
Yep, we're doing it again. Part
Part 2 Electric Boogaloo. Give me that athletics acrobatics. You still have advantage.
I hope.
Okay, so it is not going to get an increase to its AC. Try to hit it.
Let's see if I can.
Ooh,
No, I can't. And
Okay, now you hit the ground.
So,
Finish.
this was not meant to be.
Apparently not. Wait, I'm still not done with my turn. That was a refreshing step, so I took 12 bludgeoning with that.
Yeah, you took 12
Which was-
bludgeoning from the fall.
So that was 12 bludgeoning, so it was back to literally, I didn't take any damage from that, 'cause that was just the healing potion. Refreshing step, which was 1 HP. And so after
So
that.
you lost 11 instead of 12.
Hmm?
You
You
still
rolled
fell
12?
and hit the ground. Yeah.
Whatever. And still 11, and then I just bonus action, like, because I still have my movement. I'll just get up and just bonus action teleport up there and just look at Tharman. I guess it wasn't meant to be.
Are the teleportation racial or class features, or are you using spell slots?
All of these teleports are free. Every single
Okay,
one.
that is all I needed to know to make sure. All right, yeah, you're right back at the top. You took all of 11 damage from where you hit. Wait, could you have teleported before you hit the ground? Is that what I missed you saying?
Yeah, I teleported with the
Okay, so yeah, I'll say you could have.
bonus before, and then
Yeah, so you reaction the first time to teleport back up, and then the second time before you hit the ground when you missed, you wanted to use your bonus action before you hit the ground.
yes.
Okay, then yeah, I'll say you could have done that. Sorry, I missed that. I don't know how, but I missed you saying that.
That's fine, but still, legs hurting.
Perks of being partially deaf.
He's gonna tap Tharman and just walk behind, just like sit there, like legs dangling over the edge. You got it. This hurts.
It doesn't matter. It's at the start of this thing's turn.
You hear Tharman mutter something about knife ears.
At the start of this thing's turn, it almost it smokes more than the others. It almost seems to catch fire as it drops to the ground and smokes.
It smokes a fat doobie from what I'm hearing.
That was unpleasant.
Why were you taking a nap?
I
Give me an
figured.
Arcana check as
Yeah,
to why.
I'm gonna
Kaiser
take. I'm gonna make
Kaiser
a.
knows. Kaiser knows. Kaiser
Yeah.
knows that Hope dropped.
Yes,
literally
give me an
poking fun.
Arcana check.
He's poking fun on purpose.
Hope has no clue. I don't know.
So when I do ability checks, you can
Mm-hmm.
still meet it even if you roll a nat 1.
Oh, okay.
But a 12 does not meet it.
Yeah, I figured.
As far as you can tell, the ability was odd for a group of zombies like these to have.
Oh, I had thought they were regular zombies until that happened.
Does anyone else want to try a nature check? Or no, not nature. I'm sorry, a
Arcana?
history check or an
Or-
arcana check.
Mm.
Those are the two things I'll give you. The answer will be different depending on what you're rolling for.
Arcana. Same thing,
Nope.
literally.
Yeah.
I'll give a nature.
Yeah, no, these were just really weird zombies. Like, as far as
Arcana.
you know, they also should not have been burning in daylight.
Next time, let's not take a nap while we're kind of getting fucked up.
Well,
Is
I
that an
mean,
agreement between all of us?
I wouldn't be putting giving you such a hard time if it happened to you.
I resent that statement. I'd expect you to give me this much of a hard time if it did happen to me.
No, I wouldn't. That's because I'm better than you. And she pulls her her book back up to her and lets it ends the effect just above her hands, closes it, and begins walking.
Tharman turns to face Kaiser without saying a word and turns the Kirkhammer upside down, head downward, placing the immense stone block of a hammerhead right in front of Kaiser's toes. And stands there, arms resting on the handle, just staring into his face. Like a disappointed dad.
Hey there,
As
big
you
man.
make
You
As
missed.
you're making eye contact with Kaiser, give me a perception check.
What the fuck? You caught me with my mouth full.
I see that. Okay. Continue. What were you saying, Kaiser?
I said, "Hey, big man, you missed."
Oh no, I put it right where I wanted to.
Hope is slowly walking away as you two are having this moment.
Come on then, knife-eared bastard. Trying to steal my kill.
Darman, you are acutely aware that the sun stole your kill.
Yes, but the knife-eared bastard prick did try.
Did you try and tell me that that kill was yours, or did you just assume I would let you have it?
Listen. You didn't kill the deal the killing blow in once, except for one of them.
To be fair, the only ones who did deal a killing blow were Hope and
Yeah.
Kaiser, and
I know,
Hope was
I
knocked
know.
unconscious.
Didn't have to say that out loud, DM.
Oh no, God very much needed to put this thought in Darman's head to make sure that he was acutely aware of this fact.
Let me see here. So I don't see when the how long the manifest mind lasts. So Hope is going to still hold her book, but a spectral form of her father is just walking with her right now.
Send me the link
Wild.
for your for the manifest mind ability. I want to see it.
I will send
Maybe.
you the full written thing.
Yeah, that's fine.
See here.
While I am looking at this, you guys are still traveling these dangerous, winding roads.
Did we level up? Since that was an overly dangerous fight. Mm.
Yes, you level up. Congratulations.
Woo!
Let's go!
Math time.
Dangerous time and bath time.
Math time.
Oh, I just said bath time.
Unless you expend a spell slot of any level to do so again.
Let's
Huh.
go! Level 8. Warlock.
Hmm.
That does something good if I remember right.
It's an
I
ASI.
accidentally clicked the button again. Doggone it. I should take my hand off the
Dadgummit.
roller.
Wizard. let's see.
Okay, can I re-roll
I'm
ones?
gonna look in the. What was that?
Can we re-roll ones on the level up or no?
Yes. Yes. I'm not gonna make you take a 1 on the level up. I'll make you take a 2, but I'm not gonna make you take a 1.
I'm just
Let's
taking the
go.
average.
That's no fun. I have 100 on the dot H.
True, but
You're
That's
also
not mine.
wizard, which is understandable
Yeah.
completely.
yeah,
I don't judge you for it.
yeah. I also get 2 new spells.
What?
Because I
Yeah,
get.
no, so your manifest mind lasts until you dismiss it, dispel magic is cast, or you die.
Yep. Or the book is destroyed, which the book can't be destroyed because it's also the arcane tome that
Focus,
I have.
yeah.
It's the
So
magical
it
item.
can be. It's a magic item. It can be destroyed, but it is extremely specific circumstances that would cause that. None of which I intend to throw at a party of level 8.
Or level 9s.
Or yeah, y'all just leveled up, so whatever level that makes you. I'm not gonna throw something at you that I already cursed one of you. I'm not gonna keep throwing shit like that at you
Sure
guys.
you won't.
Oh, actually, fun fact, I didn't curse just one of you, but I'm not gonna elaborate on that.
I can tell something's going on.
Oh, I'm gonna have you make those more often, by the way.
Wonderful.
You're not the only one. Don't worry. You're just the only one that it's happening to right now.
It's the SCP that shows up more and more often until it like is in front of you in real life.
So that's the inspiration for it, but this gets worse.
Wonderful. All right.
I
What is
think
that?
you'll actually get a kick out of what it will truly do if it takes full hold. Honestly.
What is this called? Hang on. It's just improved critical. Okay. You know, I might move all of Tharman's stuff onto an actual new character sheet over the week. Starting to run out of room.
Hope, are you gonna take remove curse?
You know, that probably would be a good idea. I will go ahead and take Remove Curse as one of my spells.
I only
Now-
bring this up because you were there when you heard that Kaiser is in fact most likely cursed.
Now, here's my question: how multi-classing works?
Yes.
Your proficiency bonus that goes up to whatever
Yeah,
level you are
proficiency
total.
bonus is the overall level you have, not in
Yes, proficiency is overall level combined.
Okay, so that does go up then.
Yes, that does go up because it's the combined level, not just whatever level you are in one class. So multi-classing spellcasters work similarly. Jimothy is a level 1 sorcerer and a level 4 bard, so has access to 3rd level spell slots, but no 3rd level spells. Because his overall level is 5.
Uh-huh.
It is a
So-
combined thing.
So he can upcast to a 3rd level, but he
Yes,
can't
which-
use a base 3rd
Yes.
level. Gotcha.
Yeah, which I had done a couple of times. I just can't learn a 3rd level spell at this point.
Interesting.
What are you humming, John?
I'm looking at spells.
I'm gonna be honest, I'd planned to throw more of those things at you, and then I found out it was just gonna be you three, so I was like, yeah, I better not do that.
Lots of erasing to do. I have a +5 to a mostly useless skill.
What skill is that?
Animal handling.
Not necessarily, because that might actually help you with coaxing these lizard things you need, the drakes. That could help you.
shall see.
I don't like how basically useless animal handling is, so I'm trying to find ways to implement them. I actually sent John a thing I want implemented in my Friday game with these random animals that you can come about and find depending on what areas you're in, and you have a chance of actually being able to tame them as a pet.
Yeah.
I'm
Is
actually
one of them-
considering. Huh?
Is one of them the homebrew?
The homebrew.
Technically, they're all homebrew.
No, the homebrew.
No, it is not.
Aw.
And
He's
if
so
I did
cute.
include it, I would make it a minimum of a very rare creature to find, so it'd be extremely hard to come across, and extremely lucky,
All right.
because each one has a
What?
rarity on how easy it is to find one. or technically the chances of coming across one.
Do we have a full day of doing shit?
Yeah, you can have a full day of rest after this.
Okay.
Because you're actually not gonna have too many more problems after this initial bump.
I am Hope is going to spend 750 gold pieces 30 minutes for 30 minutes to get Cone of Cold.
Okay. Don't forget that with the way your scribe ability works and with my rolling, you can change your elemental types.
Yes. Let me see here.
Oh, and fun fact, I double checked your damage type when you said acid for a reason. I
Yeah.
made these things vulnerable to fire.
Oh,
None of you used fire damage.
I used fire damage for Firebolt.
Yes, and you did double damage.
Oh, nice. Cool.
That's my fault for not describing that it seemed to have taken more damage than you thought it would. That is my fault on the description, miss.
Mm-hmm.
All right, and are we ready for all of my good luck from last night to be gone? 3, 2, 1, boom.
Last night was so fun. Oh, nice.
Armin gets 10 more HP. $81 hit points. Huzzah!
Okay.
I can move you guys back to the main map now.
Hang on, wait. I want to fix token. Hang on.
All right, I'll let you fix your token. That actually benefits me more than you guys because then I can just copy and paste it later, and you don't have to edit the shit.
That's the idea. There we go. Should be good for mine. Now the others will still have to roll next week.
Yeah.
You guys do have no issues coming along the path. You get past the treacherous part and up a little more into the mountains, and you're able to set up camp successfully with no issues as you set up your hut. I assume you guys are doing your typical watches, correct?
Yes.
Yeah.
Kaiser just stays awake during all of them.
And
don't you need 4 hours of trance?
Nope, not anymore.
special,
right, that's
yeah,
right.
aspect
Yeah.
of the moon. Hope will have Liamon's tiny hut up.
Okay. Tharmand, during your watch in the middle of the night, the moon is high. It is a near full moon. You feel the chill bristle of the air flowing around in the area.
And it feels like
Which is odd given you're inside Liamon's tiny hut, which shouldn't have a change of temperature from whatever Hope has set it to. At least as far as you know, that's been the case since you've traveled with her. Give me a perception check. I'm not trying to rush you through your level up. I just want to see how this goes.
No. I'm done leveling up. Let's see if it works this time.
Nope, you still failed. Kaiser, I will say with your passive of 15 though, you notice that Tharmand is looking around and seems a little off.
You good there, small fire?
Oh, before the end, before we take a long rest, Hope will walk up to Kaiser and go, "Remember me telling you that I'm better than you."
Kaiser just it seems to be inspecting his nails. I was awake to see your downfall. So, maybe.
She touches you, Kaiser, and casts Remove Curse.
Guys,
Kaiser,
you
Kaiser
suddenly
just,
feel a little bit better somehow.
Kaiser just looks at you and goes, Well, I'm a dick. I apologize.
Thank you.
He's just like trying to be all like smug and like, oh fuck.
Armand in the corner. I wish I had a recording stone.
Who was it? Hey, I just remembered. Who was it that came face to face with one of these entities? Was it Mikey?
I think it was Mikey. Like,
Okay.
he kept seeing them because his perception was crazy good, and he just
Okay,
kept ignoring it.
You might need his character sheet later. Then I will explain when that time comes.
Okay, I can pull it up.
Yeah, I'll explain when that time comes, and I'll send you stuff for it. Don't worry about it now, and we'll see if it becomes an issue. I've got to do things in the background to see. 'Cause I had forgotten about that.
I believe Kaiser had also seen one.
Kaiser has seen one all of, I think, twice in Reflections. He hasn't seen it enough to see it in person yet.
Oh no, I've only seen reflections and
Yeah, you've seen it. You've seen 2 Reflections. I have a list. Hope hasn't seen one at all yet.
No, she hasn't.
Anyways, Kaiser had just asked in the middle of the night if Tharmand was fine or whatever because he's acting weird.
Just feeling a bit homesick, I guess. We'll have to thank Hope for turning the temperature down.
Kaiser, it feels absolutely comfortable like Hope had set it to when she went to bed.
you good? Cause it's not that bad.
Would my breath be showing?
Because you've asked, you can try and exhale to see your breath and give me another perception check.
Oh, wow.
About time.
I've got some news for you, Tharman. Kaiser, you watch as Tharman kind of takes a deep breath and slowly exhales, looking around. Tharman, as you turn your head slightly, you are face to face with this massive entity. It is inside the bubble with you. It is only a couple inches away. And yes, you do see your breath. Kaiser, you do not see his breath.
What the?
This is troubling.
Kaiser, you also do not see this entity. You just see Tharman freeze up and make this statement.
Darwin, are you okay? Darwin, you need to understand. I normally don't care, so this is kind of freaking me out. What the fuck is happening?
Going to go outside now. And Tharman will get up and step outside of the bubble.
Kaiser's going with him.
As you two step out, this creature moves with Tharman and continues
not-
staring him down.
Refuse to take eyes off of it.
Oh, it seems very much to be doing the same thing, making the same movements. Its massive front legs, seeming to thump the ground with each movement, despite not leaving any tracks or feeling any vibration.
Mine was the Vulpine one, right? The more fox-like.
That was mine, I think.
That's Kaiser's. Yours is more
Apish?
bear-like. No, yours is more bear-like. It is massive, and it seems to be coated with a thick, patchy black fur with a more
Gotcha. Evil
yeah,
Dashagama.
yes, very very much consider it that. Which I made these descriptions before that game came out, so
Yes.
and I win in that department. But yeah,
Yes.
think more along those lines, except with actual skull fragments and stuff, and glowing yellow eyes with vertical slits in them.
Does it react at all to my weapon, to me drawing a weapon?
It does not.
Is it within touching distance?
It is.
Can I touch it?
You may. Do you reach out and touch it?
not with hands.
Describe to me what you're doing.
Before I do that, I will warn Kaiser. Um, yeah, thinking how to word this. I know it's going to sound strange. There is something here, directly in front of me. I need you to remain calm.
Kaiser, give me a perception check.
Kaiser's freaking the fuck out.
As you
I'm
should
going-
be. Give me a perception check.
I'm going
All
to
this while
strike
Hope
at
is
You
snoozing.
see nothing.
All this while Hope is snoozing peacefully in
Not
the
only
hut.
is Hope snoozing, you have no way to get back inside the hut.
Oh, once, like, it's not a once people leave, they can't come back in. They can go back in if they want. Unless...
No, I thought the spell description said that once you leave, you couldn't without the permission of the one who cast it.
One second.
Oh, while you're looking that up, back to what we're doing with Tharmand.
I am going to strike at it. I need you to be prepared for what happens next.
Creatures and objects within the emanation when you cast the spell can move through it freely. All other creatures
Okay.
and objects are barred from passing through it.
Okay, cool. That makes this work even better than I thought it would. Tharmand, go ahead and give me an attack roll.
Real
Are you
quick
ready?
before that happens. Sorry, I need to read this spell first. I'm
All right,
sorry.
I'll give you the
Okay.
opportunity to read it. Kaiser
Tharmand
wouldn't know how
hasn't-
his spells work, so I'll give you the opportunity to read it.
Armand hasn't blinked since he's seen this thing and walked out about 30 feet away from the hut.
I will also note this thing has shifted to always be in front of you as it moved.
Motherfucker, I clicked the wrong thing.
What was that M. Night Shyamalan movie with, like, it was some wolf that was in the grass and only people who were... I'm having vague recollections. Forgive me.
Look, Kaiser's gonna peek his
If-
head into
The
the
Lady in the Water?
That is such a good movie, and I know exactly what you're talking about. I know.
Oh, so you might have an inkling of what's about to happen.
So Kaiser's gonna like real quick back up. Hold on, before that happens, he's going to look over at in the tent where Hope is pretty much napping, and pretty much like he doesn't really have much to throw, so he throws an empty bottle of healing potion at Hope's feet, not at her head. He's not that much of an asshole.
Hope, you are awoken to the sound of a glass bottle breaking.
What's that for?
Look, get outside. That's it.
The spell will end if I get outside.
Fuck, they keep watch.
Hope,
And
What's
Kaiser will go
happening?
back outside.
you look out the side of the bubble and you see Tharmand standing rigid still, weapon in hand, staring directly in front of him and is refusing to blink. And he is rigid, like he is ready to strike.
Is everything all right, Tharmand?
Something tells me I shouldn't tell you, but there is danger.
All right.
You see Tharmand slowly close one eye, open it, and close the other, and open it.
He's blinking like a frog.
Tharmand,
Making sure that it never leaves his line of sight.
Tharmand, eerily, this thing copies you.
Oh, fuck. That's off-settling.
Especially since you don't see eyelids. So the glowing yellowish amber eye goes completely dark and comes back, and then the other follows suit.
Okay, so You described this thing as quadruped, right? It's on all fours, not
It is
on
on
two?
all fours at the moment.
Okay. Hmm. All right. Are you ready, Kaiser?
I'm here. Go.
Roll to hit.
And swing. Big sword.
This happens quickly. Tharman, this is what you know. Kaiser, I'm going to need you to hold tight while I describe what happens for him, and then I'll describe what you see.
Got it.
As you lunge for this thing, it stands on its back legs, towering at 10 foot tall of a hulking back, and lets out a bestial roar, and you drop unconscious. Kaiser, you watch as Starman lunges forward. His eyes flash a brilliant yellow, and he's knocked out cold.
I'm just gonna wake him up.
What's
You
happening?
fail to awaken him.
Can you tell me what's going on?
I don't know what's going on.
Tharman, you awaken after 3 hours. You feel, as you come to, your vision is kind of blurry. You're sore all over, and you have an insatiable, starving hunger as if you haven't eaten in months.
Okay. I will look for my pack.
That depends on where the group has moved you to since you were unconscious for 3 hours, on where your pack is in relation to yourself.
Well, Hope would help get Tharman somewhere comfortable in the hut, but she can't leave the hut.
My
It is
other
still
question
dark out
is-
when you wake, because it has only been 3 hours.
My other question is, would my party members have disarmed me?
Did you guys disarm him?
What are we disarming?
He has his Kirk hammer, which is also a sword, and then he has the what is equivalent to a buster blade made of blunt fuck you on his back that's heavy as all hell. Do you
And
disarm
7
him?
javelins. And 7 javelins, a glaive, a maul, and 10 shot puts.
However fast or long that takes, yes.
Well, you have 3 hours to do it. You successfully do it. You move Tharman to wherever he is.
Yeah. So he's somewhere
Tharman,
within
you
the
are
hole.
starving.
Hut. You doing all right?
As you see Hope and she asks you a question, your eyes turn to her. Give me a wisdom save.
Oh no.
No,
This is another itchy, tasty moment, isn't it?
It is. For just a brief moment, you imagine just tearing into Hope and chomping down on her vulnerable flesh before you realize you would never do that to someone so close to you, and you feel absolutely disgusted with yourself. But that gnawing hunger is pushing on you, and you can feel it.
Rations. Now.
All right, I'll give you some rations.
Please.
She gives you a day worth of rations.
Darwin,
Consume.
you ravenously tear into these rations like a wild beast, and it does nothing to satiate your hunger.
Hungry.
You're still hungry after that? That was a full day's supply.
Hungry.
Okay. I'm going to try something. May I touch you?
Be careful.
She is going to touch him and cast Remove Curse.
All right, let me check something.
Kaiser's gonna look at it. It's like, you requested permission from him, and just all right, whatever. I'm not mad. I'm not mad. It's fine.
Because the problem is, in that situation, I was sure you wouldn't kill me.
Look, fair enough. I'm fine. I'm not mad.
Okay, I have done my checks for how this is written up. Tharmand, I need another wisdom save.
Oh boy.
Tharmand, the hunger lingers. It seems to just sit there. You do feel like you have more control of yourself, and you don't think you're a danger to your friends. But the hunger is almost overwhelmingly there.
Armand is going to go hunting.
Is anyone going to stop Tharmand from leaving?
No. Hope was hoping that was actually going to do it.
Tharmand, you're hunting. Give me a survival check for hunting your food.
Now, I also do have a thing from being the Mamuti dwarf.
Yes, you get advantage when you're hunting a specific way. I will absolutely let you hunt that way. I believe it was through keen hearing or smell or something.
Enter an intense state of foraging and hunting. For the next minute, you have blind sight and advantage on any survival checks to find food or track prey.
Yep, I will absolutely let you use that because you would use everything at your disposal in your current state.
That is unfortunate. But I'm going to stay out until I find something. So
Your first hour, nothing, and it is starting to gnaw at you again. Your stomach is beginning to hurt from lack of food. You feel it. It is twisting in your gut. Go ahead and give me another one. Okay. You're high
21?
enough up in the mountains that you actually come across a decently large beast of a creature. It's not quite the size of an owlbear. It's about half that size. And as odd as the creature is, you slay it and you tear into it. How do you eat this creature? You are voraciously starving. Do you still try to take the time to cook it, or do you just tear into the flesh?
Eat it with pinkies out.
Pinky's out. No. Let's see
Do you
here.
try to
Oh,
take the time to cook it, or do you tear into it?
I had a character that actually mentioned not needing to cook food, but Armand was apparently not that one.
Now, I want you to keep in mind your current state of being when you make this decision. And Tharman's current state of mind, would he try to cook it, or would he just tear into the flesh?
Well, he's a survivalist, so he would probably. What type of beast was it? Was it like a bear or?
Yeah, it was kind of like a small bear.
Bears aren't really known for having parasites, so. I mean, these are the options he would be weighing in his mind. So, survival check without the advantage for hunting.
Correct. I'll let you do that. See if I haven't decided on a name for this creature, just a bear, just basic description. But yeah, go ahead. Yeah. Okay, with that, as far as you know, this thing should have nothing that would be dangerous to you if you just started tearing into the flesh in an emergency. But like all food, there's a risk to eating things raw.
Consume.
You cut this thing down, managing to catch it by surprise thanks to your blind sight, and you rip into it with your teeth. You're hacking the flesh and just voraciously eating it. And after nearly an hour of just eating every bit you can get out of this thing, you're soaked in blood and gore. But the hunger has waned.
I'm a werewolf, aren't I?
No.
Hmm.
Forced lycanthropy can be cured with remove curse. That's not what this is.
Oh boy.
He's gonna become a warehouse.
No, he's not going to become a warehouse.
The weremouth.
He's already a wall. He's gonna become 4 of them, and he become a house.
Believe it or not, Tharman's last comment was significantly closer than a werewolf or a warehouse.
I will make my way back to the party.
So
You will watch after 2.5 hours, because you're quite a ways out from your group. Tharman finally comes lumbering back into view, head to toe in blood and gore.
dear gods. What the fuck?
Apparently, I require vast quantities of flesh.
Well, apparently my spell didn't work, which is annoying.
I agree with that.
Indeed.
Get out.
Which
So I can
means it's
fix it.
probably not a curse, which is also unfortunate. I don't know what this is. And I need more information before I probably can try and look into it.
What do you tell Hope about it?
Well, first, Kaiser, you know of the creatures, right?
I have one.
Yeah. Tharman's Kaiser's is the Volpine.
Tharmand is going to stay quiet for a moment as he considers how to word things.
Mhm.
Is Kaiser going to speak up in the meantime?
Kaiser doesn't know. You didn't say what it was. Kaiser doesn't know what it is.
You know what? I'll give you an opportunity to see if you can piece it together, Kaiser. Give me a history check.
I don't even think I'm proficient in history.
Because
This
Damn,
would be
I would-
history because you're aware of the creature.
Yeah, but
Because I would
Darman
know-
never said it.
With the 17, you would put together that it's something you can't see, but Tharmand can. And you remember Mikey straight up telling you, and I think most of the group, that he saw his in person. It might be related to the creature that you guys have been seeing.
Kaiser's just gonna let Hope know that before you got here, you
Careful!
dealt with a lot of
Careful! Stop!
what?
It didn't affect you until we told you. She doesn't need to suffer.
Can Hope make an Arcana check based off of this?
Hold on. Pause. Because Tharman, Kaiser has adamantly denied seeing the creature. You don't think he's seen it yet. Does this change how you respond?
He still would have stopped Kaiser from speaking.
Okay.
Because I didn't see one until after Mikey saw it.
Okay. Okay, please continue, Hope. Apologies for cutting in there.
Okay. So, with the snippets of information, does my character have any idea of what this would be?
Give me an Arcana check.
Yay.
I will tell you this is a ridiculously high DC.
28?
Believe it or not, you beat it by 2.
Oh, nice.
Let's go.
Um,
Oh, actually,
There are-
I'm sorry. That's a 30.
Okay, so you
Because
beat it by
our-
4.
Yeah, my
You have expertise in it.
yeah, I do have expertise in it.
You are
I
our only
forget
hope.
to. Ugh. Hope, This seems reminiscent of something similar to lycanthropy. As far as you can tell, what's odd about it is they seem to be freaking out about seeing something, and now Tharmand, after all this paranoia, is extremely hungry, which is very, very odd. You're vaguely aware of some creatures that operate in a similar fashion. These creatures are known as Wendigo. They are known to be voraciously hungry creatures, always on the hunt for more food. Typically, this comes about from committing one of the greatest atrocities to humanoids, which is consuming one of their own flesh.
So
So
Hope-
unless the party that you have just met has been eating people of their own race, and the only ones you've seen of Tharman's own race as of late was his siblings hunting for him, and he didn't have this issue back then, something's up.
or at least she didn't know he had this issue. Because, yeah, she came in late when everybody was. Most everybody
Already
was.
dealing with
Knows,
Yeah.
I don't think Hope knows I'm royalty.
Yeah.
No, she doesn't.
Oh, then yeah, as far as you know, you've not seen any other
Yeah.
of his kind with the tusks and everything in in these lands. So
Mhm.
as far as you know,
He's just a weird fucking dwarf.
yeah, as far as you know, he's an odd dwarf. You haven't seen one of the same type, which means how would he end up with this type of affliction if he's not done it?
Yeah. So,
And typically, this is the curse of some kind of god.
yeah.
Or because it's usually a punishment, which might explain why your
Remove curse didn't work.
didn't work.
Damn
Okay.
You, Cursine.
I kind of have an idea from the scraps of information you've told me. This Mikey fellow, what type of individual was he?
I would say he was roguish.
Well, was he human, gnomish?
Human.
Was he known for cannibalistic tendencies?
No,
Nay.
he was not.
He was a good man. Who died well.
Well, that's neither here nor there, but there is a curse that I know of that is direct from divine entities that could
It
be
could
the cause
considered
of this.
divine retribution.
Oh. Yeah. Direct from divine entities, which is probably the reason my spell didn't work. Thing is, the only way it should have affected somebody is for them to eat their own kin.
And you will note that this only works with the more civilized humanoids.
Yeah.
The Thrycreen are a good example of not
Mhm.
being affected, as they do in fact eat their own kin,
Yeah.
often as part of their own thing.
There are some humanoids that are outliers to this, but most civilized humanoid species that engage in cannibalism fall under this curse.
I've never eaten one of my own kind.
Neither have I.
Darwin, hearing that from
Hope.
no,
Kaiser.
thank you. Brain decided it didn't know the word Kaiser for a
Mhm.
minute. Hearing that from Kaiser, you now suspect he has indeed seen these creatures.
Oh, you did? You lying little. No.
Kaiser waves his
not.
hand. Kaiser waves his hand and like, look. I saw something. Could have been anything. Anything in the world.
Oh,
I
hang
saw
on.
weird shit.
I'm looking at my notes. Kaiser, I got yours backwards. The Vulpine is Chomsky's. Yours was the deer that stood like 10 foot tall on its hind legs.
Lovely.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I saw weird shit. Chalked it up to life being weird. So, you know, we leave it at that. Even if we saw maybe the same thing, doesn't matter. We
Well-
call it a day.
This hunger's
you're
only
telling
going
me
to
this
come
is bad.
back. If I can guess.
Hope, you would note that typically those afflicted with this, the hunger never truly fades. They can control it. Those with great willpower are actually known to live a mostly normal lives, similar to werewolves that are naturally born, where they can actually control their affliction. But it is incredibly difficult.
Mhm. If we want this resolved, we will have to seek out those with abilities far stronger than mine.
I think we can handle it for now.
I hope so.
Are you okay?
It's
No.
been known to be a great difficulty to be afflicted by this.
If I feel hungry again, I'll let you know. You will be the first on the menu, Kaiser.
It is already gnawing at you just a little bit. Even
And
after
Carmen
your
will-
feast. Yeah, even after your feast, it didn't go away. It was just tolerable.
And
But it
Tharman
is
will grin evilly.
Darman, sorry, Kaiser looks at Darman. Darman, I promise you this. I don't want to kill you. Please don't make me.
I'd rather you not kill me as well. Or, yeah, what's the line from The Princess Bride? You seem like a fine
Oh.
man. I'd rather not die.
There you go. Right, it is after 11, or right at
Mhm.
11. I
Yeah.
think this is a good stopping point.
Crazy shit's happening right now.
Join us next time on Lairs and Legends to see the conclusion of just what is happening to our poor party
Yeah, just what
And
the
what
fuck is
happened-
going on?
and what is
What
going to
the
happen to
fuck is
Tharman now that
going
he's
on?
dealing with this.
Alrighty. Hey everybody, thank you for making it this far at the very least. Just want to say, hey, if you want to support my channel, it would be awesome if you liked, subscribed, commented, all that fun stuff. If you want to add a little bit of extra support on there, go to my Ko-fi channel. The link will be in the description. Right now, I don't know if the link is actually clickable or not, but I'll have the actual URL you need to go to that you can just copy and paste into the browser. But yeah, you can go to my Ko-fi page, hire me as a game master, even just like subscribe, get some little extra fun stuffs. Or I mean, you can check out my other store and see if anything there intrigues you. Just there for a little bit of extra support. I'm trying to make sure that I can keep myself self-sufficient on this stuff, and every little bit helps. Thank you very much for watching this, and I hope to see you in the next video.